Imagine this. You finish a 10-episode Netflix series in just one weekend. You scroll Instagram for 1 hour without even realizing it. You somehow know about every celebrity breakup before somebody else does. But the moment someone says read a book, your brain goes like, yeah, maybe next month. Here's the thing, I don't think people hate reading. I just think they haven't met the right book yet. Because reading isn't homework anymore. Nobody is gonna quiz you. Nobody is assigning chapters. You get to choose. And the moment you find that book that makes you whisper just one more chapter, congratulations, you have just unlocked a very expensive hobby. Hi everybody, my name is Anushka and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. So without any further ado, let's talk about why reading is worth it and how to make it something that you actually look forward to. Point number 1. Reading isn't boring, bad book matches are. Imagine somebody hands you a 3-hour-long documentary about tax laws and then says movies are boring. No, that movie just wasn't for you. Books work the same way. If somebody tells you they hate reading, my first question to them is, what have you been reading? Because the chances are they have only read the books that they had to. School textbooks, dense classics that they were just not ready for. That isn't the full menu. Want murder mysteries? Done. Want fantasy with dragons? Easy. Romance that makes you giggle? There's plenty. Horror fiction, science fiction, memoirs. The list is endless. The right genre can completely change your relationship with reading. Point number 2. Reading is like watching a movie, except your brain is the director. Every reader imagines a story differently. The castle, the forest, the soundtrack, the villain, the emotions. Your imagination builds everything. And unlike a movie, books let you spend time inside characters' thoughts. You just don't watch the mystery unfold. You solve alongside them. You just don't witness a heartbreak. You feel every emotion as it unfolds. That's something visual media can't always replicate. Point number 3. Reading is one of those hobbies that makes you slow down. Everything today wants your attention. Notifications, emails, messages, news. But reading asks for something different. It asks you to stay just for a little while. And that feels incredibly refreshing. Sometimes the best part of my day isn't finishing a book, but spending 20 quiet minutes with one. Point number 4. You don't need hours to be a reader. Here's the biggest myth. I don't have time. Neither do most readers. Most books get finished in tiny moments. 10 minutes before bed, 15 minutes during break time, 20 minutes while waiting for an appointment, 5 pages today, 10 pages tomorrow, and before you realize it, you have already finished an entire book. Reading isn't about marathon, it is about consistency. Point number 5. Books stay with you in the weirdest ways. You will randomly remember a quote months later. You will recommend a favorite novel to a stranger. You will hear somebody's name and recall, oh wait, that's a character from that thriller. Characters become people you remember. Stories become memories. Some books genuinely change the way you see the world, while others make a mundane Tuesday a little more interesting. Both are worth celebrating. Point number 6. Reading doesn't have to look a certain way. You don't need a fancy bookshelf. You don't need special editions that are way expensive. You don't have to annotate every page with 17 colors of highlighter. You don't have to read 100 books in a year. Read just one book. Read graphic novels, listen to audiobooks, read whatever that keeps you turning the page. You don't have to impress the internet. You have to enjoy yourself. Point number 7. If you want to read more, stop trying to read important books. Seriously, read fun books. Read the thriller that nobody would stop talking about. Read the romance that made thousands of people cry. Read the books that make you laugh. Read the fantasy with impossible magic systems. Reading should feel entertaining, not one of your tasks on the to-do list. Once the habit sticks, then branch out. Point number 8. Here's how I would start if I were beginning today. I would pick up a book that genuinely sounds exciting. Not award-winning, not popular, exciting. I would read 10 pages a day. No pressure to quickly finish. No reading goals, not comparing myself to the people reading 200 books a year. After every reading session, I would just ask myself this one question: did I enjoy these few minutes here? And if the answer is no, I would go and pick up a different book. Because life is too short to force yourself through the books that you do not enjoy. So if you are someone who's been thinking about getting into reading, this is your sign. Not because reading makes you smart, not because reading is productive, not because everybody on the internet keeps saying you should read, but because somewhere out there is a book that's going to make you giggle, cry, laugh, gasp, stay up way too late and forget to check your phone just for a little while. And trust me, that's a pretty wonderful feeling. Now, I want to hear from you. If you are already a reader, tell me which book made you fall in love with reading. I'll go first. It was Harry Potter series for me. And if you are someone who's thinking to get into reading, tell me which genre are you most excited about to read. Drop your answers in the comments because I love hearing about everybody's reading journey. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more such reading vlogs, book recommendations and all things BookTube. Until then, happy reading, and remember, the perfect book might just be one page away. Bye-bye.